There's a man in a red truck who's got to get out of there, and they've got lots of folks on scene trying to make it happen. So far, they have not been successful. We have no information on this man's condition. We know the fire crews are working to get him. He was reportedly trapped in that truck just after 2 o'clock, 2:30 this afternoon, 30 by 30-foot hole there. The concern is that that truck will sink further, which is my understanding why they brought in this backhoe, so that they could use that, attach it to the truck, and then while they have the truck attached to this huge piece of equipment, then they can dig the water and the mud and everything else from around the sides. I mentioned a little while ago they brought in some sheets of plywood for people working around this hole to stand on. The last thing they want is for it to collapse further into the hole. I was listening to the chopper reporter as well from WTVT. It's our chopper, and that's one we can listen into, right, in the booth? So if we can turn the gnats up on the chopper just a little bit, I'll be able to monitor that. And by gnats, I mean the natural sound that's coming to us from the microphone that's inside that chopper, where presumably there's a chopper reporter. I understand there's nothing there now. I can hear it. Just leave it at this level if you would. So the digging continues, and as you can see, they got a lot of personnel on site, but you can only get so many right up there to where the truck is, and to where this harness has been placed from the backhoe. A lot of people having discussions over here about what is the proper way to go with this. Those are the uniforms of Hillsborough County Police, I believe, or they look like them. It's possible, though, that they're construction workers or something else. At any rate, the chopper from WTVT, Fox 13 for the Tampa area, has been zoomed in tight to this area. When you pull, on occasion they have pulled out. We've been able to see that there are a couple of dozen people at this site at minimum, and we can only assume they're racing against time here. If they have the truck well harnessed, and it's our understanding from the locals that they do, and as long as they can hold the truck in place and continue to get the mud out from beneath it, then everything in theory should be fine. The problem is that this truck was sinking while they were working on it in the early going. So for all we know, they brought in this large piece of equipment to hold it up. And these guys over here have been doing most of the manual labor right around that truck, and some have been coming in and out during the process. You can see this canvas sort of tie that they've been working with here. And then these green hoses, we presume, to try to get the water out of there so that they can try to free this man. I mentioned it's been going on since 2:30 this afternoon, and a heck of an operation it's been. Trace Gallagher is watching it along with us. These sinkholes in Florida, man, I don't know that this is a sinkhole. I suppose it's possible that it's some sort of construction accident filled up with water, but it's a difficult process there, Trace.
And you go back to all the sinkholes that we've covered from our time in Florida, Shed, you go back to one main theory, which is the reason they have sinkholes in the first place is because there's so much water, the water table is so high that the ground is undermined, which is why they want those green hoses to suck the water out to make sure the truck and the man doesn't go any further down.
We'll keep watching it, continuing coverage of the search for the missing Malaysia Airlines jet as well after this.